Okay, we've got a game of DPS on Paraiso. Let's see how it goes. Okay, you're starting on Sojourn. Actually, right as the game starts, I'll just say my quick bit. Sojourn is a pretty solid pick for Paraiso, because Paraiso has quite a few long sightlines that are fairly congested, as well as quite a bit of high ground. And as Sojourn, you can spam these longer choke points really easily to build charge, as well as using your E to block off some areas just with that area of effect. As well as your slide being able to get you to a lot of this high ground. So first off, Sojourn, really solid pick. You have potentially a Mercy Pocket. That's about it, though, as far as team comp. It doesn't specifically synergize with your team comp, but it should do just fine. Okay, I want to take a look at this really quick. So I'm going to go all the way back to the start here. First off, when you use your E, I'd recommend using it. Use it when there's somebody actively peeking something. So if somebody's actively like, you saw Junkrat, but he backed off. So once he backed off, you don't need to put your E up there. You'd only want to put it up there if he moves forward and starts spamming again. And right here, when you can build, if you can build a bunch of handy thing you can do is build a lot of charge off of a tank and then go for a headshot on a support. You could actually look just up a little bit, so you can build your charge off of this Doomfist, build it off of him, and then once you hit 100 charge, you can look up here at this Ash and look for the headshot. E isn't really a defensive spell at your feet unless you're maybe dueling another like squishies, like something like a Tracer. Okay, you have a really powerful slide. Sojourn shift is pretty strong, and one thing you can do is, like, even at the start of the match here, as you're coming in here, walk this way, and then just slide through here, and that gets you up to this better angle. Wait for your team to push through, preferably. You don't want to do it right when the enemy team is all here, otherwise you'll die. But doing things like sliding through to here over to get high ground, or you were playing here on main, you can slide over here, slide up to high ground there, go up these steps, take high ground, take angles. You're going to be able to get a lot more opportunities to get solid shots and get good damage in. Same thing, build charge off of a tank and then go for the squishies with the headshot. You have slide. Slide is an ability and it's on a pretty short cooldown. I'd recommend being more conscious about using it more frequently. if you anticipate being in a fight shortly, save it. But if you are kind of just chilling, use it to get to better positioning. Use it to move around in a fight. Good ear. Good job hearing that. Nice job with that. That. Okay, I'm gonna back you up. So you got this. This is really good. I'm glad you heard it. I'm glad you went for it. Here, from this point right here, I'm gonna show you what it looks like from their Ash's view. We're gonna watch you. Do you see where you're standing? Like right in the middle, right? You're an easy shot. You're still an easy shot. You're still an easy shot. You're still an easy shot. Staying in the middle. Okay, there you go. So that was a solid, like, I think that was almost 10 seconds of you just kind of standing in the middle. No reason to do that, just because you, well, as you go up higher in ranks, you will more frequently get something like headshot right there and just die. So if you're in this spot, you know, you drop down, you're ready to move. I'd rather you do something like, oops, not that. I would rather you do something like either just walk this way, maybe slide around to the back corner here, or, you know, complete, or even completely turn around and just go up to the back here. Try not to stand right in the middle of areas whenever possible. Yep, good job not getting punched there. Awesome. Yeah, you're just chilling. There you go, build charge. Oh, you died there for 2 reasons. One, you walk straight into the middle of this doorway, right here. There is a big old doorway with some really nice walls on either side and other flank routes as well. There's very little reason to stand right in the middle. You can pretty easily peek around an edge instead to keep you a little bit safer. Notice also where your team is. Although you guys just capped, you are in front of your team by a pretty large margin. Like, you're at this doorway, they're all back on this cart, or maybe, you know, over on this side hall, and you're out alone, exposed to Doomfist, and as we see, the Junkrat comes over very quickly. So, yeah, don't stand right in the middle. Go find some cover. Just peek around a wall instead. It'll keep you safer from random accidents like this. Nice. Yep, I see you chasing. That's good. Solid job. Clean up with your team. That's good. Okay, good. You're looking for more high ground. This is a good idea. You found a very nice spot. Oh, nope, go back. You don't have any cover if you move up front. So if you move forward there, you don't have as much cover as you'd like. Now, you lived, but that was a bad idea because Junkrat can one-shot pretty easily. So if you walk around this corner, you see Junkrat, if he's this close to you, don't even try to duel him, because there's a decent chance you just get one-shot, and that's your life. And you're being mercy pocketed right now with overclock ready. You have a lot of strength right now, and if you die, then there's a lot of damage that'll be missing from the next team fight. So you live, but it was lucky. Hey, really nice job. You built some damage, built your charge up off the tank, went for a squishy. Good job. You have slide. You could have, I don't know if you could have escaped, but you sure could have tried. Heard that. Yeah, you've had slide for a bit. I would have used it to try and get out. Okay, you get rezzed. Your team is dead. Yes, your Zarya and one of your supports are dead. Your Zarya and Moira are both dead. You probably shouldn't be playing up front. At this point, if you manage to get res, I'd slide backward or just move backward and then just get some poke damage in. See if you can maybe get a random headshot. Good. Nice job backing off. Back off more. That is the full Doomfist and Tracer in your face. Good job. Okay, nice job dodging the Doomfist. I'm really glad you're going for the supports here. You don't do a lot to the Doomfist. You're especially strong against the squishies with that headshot on your railgun. You'll charge. Okay. Okay. Pretty solid. I'm glad you're playing behind more cover here. Yep, nice job using your slide to actually move somewhere this time. Cool. Love to see you hug these corners just a little bit. I'm just gonna... That is pretty much smack dab in the middle. I don't think you have slide. Yeah, but you don't have slide. You're smack dab in the middle. That's asking to die. Yeah, that's asking to die. Go just about anywhere else. Just about anything else will be a little bit better. Back up, you could still see that entire front side, but you're at least not threat from there. You could go forward if you had. So if you saved slide, you could go forward and find some really nice angles on all their spawn points, and still having just a little bit of cover. So do your best to not stand out in the middle of the open. That'll help you out a lot. Lucky for you, they all walked into you. Nice. Good damage. Shoot tree, shoot tree. Ideally, your entire team just breaks trees as quick as they can in an overtime or close to overtime situation. Good job going after the Life Weaver. Hey, really nice awareness of that trap too. I'm glad you're targeting supports first whenever possible. It's been really beneficial for you guys. Yep. You've done a good job of securing those kills on the supports. Nice. Thank you for using your slide. Yeah, I think earlier in this fight, you could have, so like at this point here, you know, you secure the kill on Moira, look for that. At this point, just walk up the stairs, like just go up the stairs right there, or use slide or something to just get to a better vantage point, because you know their entire team is respawning, they're coming back from spawn, they're trying to recontest. You could pretty easily pick them off from a high vantage point, and there wouldn't be much they could do to contest you. You end up dying there. Get rezzed? Okay. Yep, you have slide available? Yeah, could have slid out or high ground. Yep, high ground. Look for high ground, look for high ground. Make that a big priority. Look for high ground and stand at the corners or in cover somewhere. Just so you're not right out in the middle. So... This right here is a good example of you're on high ground, their entire team is up further. Quite literally, just keep walking. Just keep walking on the just keep going further on this high ground. There's a wonderful vantage point just a little further up. Like it is right over here. Walk a little further and bam, look, have a sight lines on their back line and tank, and you have a really easy fallback position and some cover. So stay on high ground. So you jump down. Now you're on the ground. You've got a Junkrat looking at you. You'd be this Junkrat's right at you. You would be a lot safer here if you even walk to the right a little bit. You can use this cover. You can, shoot at Junkrat if you want. If he leaves, you can shoot at his team, or even just back around this corner. Back around this corner, you can shoot at their main team. You'll protect it from Junkrat. You can, slide, get up on high ground here. You have a lot of options. You would slide available. You could have slid out of that. Okay. Yeah. Let's watch that again. So you're dealing with a big old team fight here with a mess of ultimates. You die. Let's see. Let's watch this. Let's watch this from the outside view quick. Cool. I want to see this from up top. I'm gonna go up top here. I just want to watch where you walk. So you slide in, so something to note, you have no movement abilities right now. You're on cart, you're somewhat with your monkey, you've got some of your team with you. That's cool. And then just, let's see. You're in their team. You're asking to die. As you go higher and higher, things like this are going to start to get punished. So there's a lot of things that slide that you really won't die for, but will eventually catch up to you, and they're good habits to break early rather than later. I'll back up more and show you this. Off you go. So you're off to the side here, separate from your team. You're trying to be on cart here. You're safe for a moment, and then you walk straight into their backline, or like just into the middle of their team while they have a tree active. Like it's pretty unlikely you're going to kill anything with a tree active still, and the risk was a little higher than the reward there. Same thing. You could walk high ground. You don't have to go on the bottom. I've noticed you are keeping good track of the traps. Good job keeping an eye out for those and for getting rid of them. Same thing. I wouldn't recommend using your E defensively, especially like this. Unless you're like I said, maybe dueling like a Tracer or like a Genji or something like that. It's going to do a very inconsequential amount against a Doomfist. Okay, you have slide available. Good shot. Okay, there was an attempt to get to high ground. Take high ground. You have jump. You have slide. Take high ground. 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 Ah. Yep. You don't need to stand right in the middle. You just have a way higher chance of dying like that, and you also don't have great angles most of the time. You have slide, you have overclock. Find high ground. Yeah, and you die. Yep. There's no reason for you to die. Like I said, use your slide, get to high ground, either start on high ground, do whatever it is, but just get up to better vantage points and find some natural cover. Cool, switch to Cassidy. Let's see how you do. You're hitting your shots going to be a lot more important, just because that's about all Cassidy does.
Score 0-2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Alright, still in the Cassidy, this time playing defense. Really solid. You don't need quite as much mobility on defense, so playing Cassidy over Sojourn's pretty solid. Also gives you a hinder, which can, his hinder on his grenade can be really useful if somebody on their team dives into you guys. You can hinder them and do a really good job of blowing them up. You don't gotta jump down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds to jump down? You don't have to. There was no pressure yet. And now you just have less angles to see them. I'm pretty sure if you just, if you were still up here, you'd be able to see, yep, you could see their Junkrat, you could see their Moira would kind of be behind a shield, but you could see their Life Weaver, you could see the Reinhardt more comfortably, and you'd be safer because they would have a difficult time reaching you, and even the one that can get to you, so Junkrat, you'd see him coming because his movement is not very fast. Really solid. Okay, that was a really solid job hitting your shots there. Good job. Hey, nice job on that hinder. You're doing actually great. You're actually doing a really good job of hitting your shots and using grenade to stop anybody that goes in, that comes in on your team. And I also noticed that you're right-clicking whenever Ryan pulls up his shield. Really good. Okay, same kind of issue as you had with Sojourn is you're not using your movement ability at all. Like, it's there, it's an ability to be used. Use it to just play in safer positions. Alright, Bastion, let's see what you got. So I'll be curious. I'm curious to see if you, like, you forget to use your movement ability on Soldier and Cassidy, but I wonder if you'll remember that you can use Grenade by any chance. Taking your shots. Yep. He charges in. Turret form. Easy peasy. Good job. Still the same issue. Just standing out in the middle of the open. It's a good way to take a lot of damage, and you're gonna have a lot harder time surviving. I bet you could cut your deaths probably in half. I would say you could cut your deaths probably in half just by either standing at corners or going to high ground. I'd love to see you use your grenade to get to high ground. I don't think it'll happen. Okay, thanks for pinging. I'm glad you pinged for Sombra. Yep. You guys live? Good job shooting the tires. That was really good shots. I'm quite surprised your Kiriko took that long to heal you. Yep. Nice job. Pink. You have turret form available here. So you guys get EMP'd. Yep, you guys get EMP'd. I wish your Kiriko here healed you. You take out Tire, which is really good shooting actually. That was amazing. You have turret form here. You have turret form and Kitsune Rush. Just pop it as soon as you get turret form back. Just use it. You deal a ton of damage. So at this point, you do hit turret. You go to turret form, but you're a little late just because you the Kitsune Rush ran out. Still gets you a kill, but efficiency is just something to consider. Be a little more efficient by using it sooner. Okay, I'd love to see you take high ground. Times like this are where you can really easily cover some space, get some different angles. Cool, doing a little bit of poke damage, that's good. Oh, just jump across, like, yep, just jump across that high ground, go to the other high ground. Find angles. That's pretty dangerous place for you to be. Okay. Okay, that was a really good location to do that. I'm really happy with where you place that. So just taking it out here and going along this line gives them pretty, like, basic, I think, absolutely, like, no escape route. So that was a really good job. Good job with that ultimate. Are you stuck? You are. Huh. D. Okay. So they switched to Orisa. That's going to be a lot harder for you because Fortify's gonna reduce a lot of damage, as well as Javelin's been absorbing a lot of your damage, and Spear just hitting you in general is annoying. It's a lot harder for you to burn through her. Good target priority onto a squishy that's right in front of you instead of the tank. That's really good. Okay, good damage. You're pretty solid aim. Yeah, you're gonna get good. Really glad you went for that Junkrat as soon as you saw him. Nice, switching targets when she's using Javelin Spin. Nice, good job, switching targets, going to their squishies whenever they're exposed. Still the same thing, you're standing in the middle of the doorway. There's some, you don't have to stand right in the middle, stand a little bit to the side. If you want to play super, or like kind of on a weird off angle, maybe get a random pick you could play on the side. I wouldn't recommend it though, but it's still, playing over here on this side is still better than playing right in the middle of the doorway. I do appreciate you're being really aware of a lot of the, especially like footsteps, and you're catching up. You're catching every time like somebody peeks a corner, you're noticing them. So good job just keeping an eye out and an ear out for the enemy team and them being in flank positions. Done a really good job of keeping an eye out for them and for taking care of them quickly. You know that there's Sombra's gonna have EMP. You know, it's been a while since you used it. Yep, there's the EMP. Yep, you guys take a pretty bad team fight there. Just you kind of got ultimate dumped, so there's not usually too much you can do about getting ultimate dumped. So if they dump, you know, 3-4 ultimates and you guys maybe use one, like, you're almost certainly going to lose that. Good. You stood behind the wall before you used it. Went on to the supports. Good job. Nice. Good job burning that. Good cleanup. Okay, well done. GG. Well done. Yeah. Look for high grounds. No reason to. There's very few times where you specifically want to be on low ground. And if you're on low ground and if you're on high ground, just go to a corner instead of standing in the open. There's usually shouldn't affect your aim or the space you have too much. Just get a little bit closer to walls and you'll take less damage. And then don't forget that you have movement abilities. So on Sojourn, you have Slide. You can use it to reposition and to get away from stuff. Same with Cassidy, you have a roll. It has damage reduction on it. So if somebody's coming at you, roll. You'll reduce some of the damage you take. You'll move away from them. Bastion, his grenade can be used as a rocket jump. You know, you can get up to high ground a little easier. You could just move around the battlefield a bit. Makes it easier to dodge stuff and to get to where you want to be. So pretty solid job though. Really happy with your aiming and how aware you are of the footsteps and the people around you.